I think we've all had that moment where we sat at home and daydreamed about adding a splash of color to a wall and transforming it. But starting a paint project from start to finish can be daunting, and we often put off the idea entirely. Today, I want to show you how repainting a wall can be super easy and fun, and I have my own project right here in the Expresso studio. Dylan Tomage is an independent curator with years of experience in interior design, and that's why I've asked him, in combination with Duram Smart Paint, to give the studio a knockout new look. Hey Dylan.
Hey Zoe, how you doing?
Good. I'm so excited to work with you, and we have such a fun project to embark on. I think it's time we get rid of this yellow wall, give it a fresh coat of paint, and really transform this space. The team from Duram Smart Paint, they've given us everything that we need, and I cannot wait to get started and to hear what you have planned for us.
So when taking on a painting project like this, people need to understand what paint they want to use and what color they want to use. So what matters is we need to prep the space first, but what we need to do is consider what furniture we put into the space first.
So let me see, what have you got planned? Ooh, look at that couch. Oh, this furniture is so beautiful. I think the team's gonna love this, and I know we have a lot to get through, so what's our first step?
So other than prepping the wall, we need to remove all the furniture.
Okay, let's start. As well as the furniture, you also want to protect the floors. Then there's the matter of taking shelves off the wall, filling any holes or cracks there may be, remove any contaminants, wipe down the walls, and allow to dry. Ah, look at this clean space.
It's incredible. Now that all the furniture's out and we've prepared the wall, it's important that we need to make sure that the walls are really smooth before we actually add our primer to the walls.
Now you mentioned primer. What is the purpose of a primer?
So the purpose of a primer and an undercoat is to ensure the adhesion of the paint that we're going to be utilizing on these walls. And by applying the primer and the undercoat, it also allows for the color to last longer within the space.
I had no idea that surface preparation was this important.
It really is that important, and for this wall we're going to be using the Duram Universal Undercoat to obliterate this color.
Can we start?
Yes, please.
Okay. Depending on your wall surface, use the most appropriate primer. Duram's range includes a plaster primer, ideal for new plaster, fiber cement, concrete and composite boards. Universal Undercoat for primed or previously painted surfaces, or wood primer for most types of wood. Dylan, this is my favorite part, picking the colors.
So Zoe, before we actually choose the color, we need to consider the space. This is a studio, there's lots of traffic, the lights are really bright, so I do recommend that we use Duram's Classic Matte paint from their Platinum collection. It is luxurious with a smooth matte undertone. It is washable, and you can use it in a lot of high density areas. So Zoe, I really think that this is the one that we should be using.
This is a busy studio, and keeping everything in mind what you've just said, what do you think of a sage green for this space?
I love that, but I think we should be using a color by the name of Dusty Loden.
I really like that.
And then maybe to team that up, which is slightly more bolder, we could potentially use the Provincial Park.
Wow, I love what you've suggested. In fact, I never thought we should go for the Provincial Park, but I really like these suggestions. Luckily, I don't have to choose now. We still have some time to come down to that. But how about we get started?
Let's do it.
It's time to get rid of this yellow wall.
It really is time, Zoe.
Ensure areas not to be coated, such as skirting boards, light switches or plug covers, have been masked off to protect them before painting. Once that's done, your wall is ready to be prepped with the right primer or undercoat that will ensure a long-lasting finish for your top coat. Our prep work is done. This place looks so different already. Can we finally start painting?
Yes, we can. So what we need to do is we need to open up the Duram Universal Undercoat, give it a good stir, and then pour it into the tray, and then get started with our paintbrushing. So Zoe, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to pour the Duram Universal Undercoat into the tray and get started.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Zoe, you ready to give this a go?
Yes, let's do it.
I am wearing black, right? So it's a fantastic color.
All right, let's go. Okay, this is so much fun. I can do this all day.
Isn't it just so soothing, right?
It is. Use a paintbrush to paint in areas too tight for rollers to reach, such as corners of the walls and where the walls meet the floor. Then use a roller to paint the rest of the wall. Ensure the substrate is properly coated so that the surface does not show through the Universal Undercoat. All done. Ha! Goodbye, yellow wall. This is amazing.
And it was as easy as that.
Yeah.
And now we have the joys of waiting for paint to dry. So Zoe, have you decided which color we're going to go for? So shall we go with the green Dusty Loden or the khaki Provincial Park?
I really don't know which color to choose. I feel like that's too much pressure. Maybe we should ask our viewers if they have a favorite one and let them decide.
Why don't we paint a large square of the Duram Classic Matte in each color on the wall, and we get the viewers to decide which they like.
Yes, I love that idea. Let's go do it. Durham's Classic Matte is the perfect choice for the new lounge because it's long-lasting, stain-resistant and washable. The kind of paint you'd also use on interior and exterior walls and ceilings in the living rooms, bedrooms, passages and commercial spaces. Ha! This looks pretty cool. Okay, wait, how come your square is so neat?
I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Well, thank you so much for all of your help today. I've learned so much. I cannot wait to see what Durham color our viewers will choose. I mean, next week we are adding the furniture and really finishing off the studio. It's going to look amazing.
I'm really excited and I'm really intrigued to see what color they choose.
I'm very excited.
I think we need a much needed coffee now.
I think we deserve it. Let's go put these brushes down.